Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
A new month and a new grim milestone in the coronavirus pandemic. The month of December has been harsh on the United States, with 1 million new COVID-19 cases recorded in just the first 5 days of the month. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Emily Spain. Thanks for joining us today. To put that number in perspective, after the first coronavirus cases were confirmed here in the U.S., it took the country almost 100 days to reach 1 million, not 5. Experts say the Thanksgiving holiday surge hasn't even revealed itself yet. Across the country, the number of people hospitalized topped 100,000 for a fourth straight day. And with holiday preparations expected to ramp up in the coming weeks, the CDC had a simple plea yesterday, urging people on Twitter to, quote, just wear the mask. Dr. Deborah Birx warned we must have a new attitude on COVID as we head into the holiday season.
And every state needs to be critically informing their state population that the gatherings that we saw in Thanksgiving will lead to a surge. It will happen this week and next week. And we cannot go into the holiday season, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, with this same kind of attitude that those gatherings don't apply to me. They apply to everybody.
Dr. Birx stressed while vaccines are on the horizon, it will still be some time before doses are widely available, and we need to continue to keep our guard up. President Trump's lawyer and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani has tested positive for COVID-19. That announcement came in a tweet from the president earlier this afternoon. He said in part, quote, "Get better soon, Rudy." We don't know Giuliani's condition or any other details regarding his COVID-19 diagnosis. Lawmakers are drawing closer to an agreement on a new COVID-19 relief bill. A Virginia senator, part of a bipartisan compromise group, says they're close to an agreement. It's uncertain whether Congress will vote on such a package. Republican and Democratic leadership continue to negotiate how to balance a stimulus plan along with a massive funding bill to keep the government open.
This is a compromise. Neither side is going to get the full amount or all the component parts that they wanted. I think we've got the categories, and I think we've got the top line numbers done. We are working right now on language so that we can have as early as tomorrow a piece of legislation.
The stimulus proposal currently includes a $300 a week in federal unemployment benefits, a continued pause on student loan payments, an eviction moratorium, another round of the Paycheck Protection Program, plus money for vaccine development and distribution. This stimulus proposal does not include funding for another set of stimulus checks to Americans. Here's a look at your latest COVID-19 case numbers here in Missouri. The state added over 3,800 new cases in the past 24 hours. The state also added 11 new deaths, bringing the total to over 4,100 since the start of the pandemic. Missouri's positivity rate is currently at 20.1%. The WHO recommends that number be below 5%. As many mid-Missouri schools transition to online learning, Mexico Public Schools is headed back to in-person learning tomorrow, and it comes with some new safety precautions. KOMU 8's Corey Johnson joins us now live in Mexico with what students can expect.
Yeah, Emily, when students step back in here tomorrow, these doors have been locked for 3 long weeks at Mexico Middle School, and so students will be excited to come back. But when they step back in here tomorrow, they'll have to mask up. That's because of a new mask requirement put in place here in Mexico. New state guidelines in place after Mexico first went online say that if a person tests positive, but everyone wore masks in the classroom, close contacts don't have to quarantine. But the mask requirement doesn't apply to kindergarten and pre-K. One Mexico mom I spoke to said she's glad to have her son back in school, but's worried.
He missed a lot, and he didn't know as much as the other kids did. And we had to teach him at home on top of him going back to school. And he was behind on his ABCs, his numbers. He doesn't know how to write his name yet.
The school district is still in the red zone for new cases. The county health department says just over 100 cases were active in Mexico on Friday, including 16 students. Now, coming up at 10, I'll break down what those red zone protocols mean and how parents can keep track of potential outbreaks here in the schools. But for now, reporting live in Mexico, I'm Corey Johnson, KOMU 8 News.
Well, here's a look at how schools across mid-Missouri are broken down by in-person and virtual learning. The dark green school districts on this map behind me have fully in-person classes, while the lighter green are in-person with an online distance option. You can tell most school districts here in our state have some form of in-person learning. The yellow districts like CPS and Southern Boone are fully virtual. Districts like Blair Oaks that are a blend of in-person and virtual are in blue. Kenton.
Right, Emily, take a look here, satellite and radar. We have some clouds passing through the area today, and we're going to see a mix of that cloud cover and clear sky overnight, but also fog coming back into play once again. So you could have some frost on your windshield and also some freezing fog to deal with as temperatures cool to around 30 tomorrow morning. And here's a look at 7:30 a.m. Again, visibility down to about 0 to 2 miles throughout much of mid-Missouri. 47 degrees, though, our high temperature tomorrow. It's going to be the most seasonal day we have for a lot of our week because we're on a big warming trend, as you can see, at 50 on Tuesday, 60 degrees on Wednesday with mostly sunny skies. That is well above average for this time of year. And we're not seeing many rain chances for much of this week, but there is rain in the 8-day forecast. I'll even track that hour by hour so you know when I'm expecting that rain coming through mid-Missouri. Coming up, Emily.
Okay, thanks, Kenton. Drivers on I-70 in Boone County should be extra careful this week with repaving work starting tomorrow. It's for the westbound lanes in Boone County near the Route O and Route J intersection. That work will close at least one lane between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. MoDOT expects to finish its work in Boone County by the end of this week, and then it will start some work in Cooper and Callaway counties. Coming up, some of Mizzou football's facilities could be getting an upgrade. We'll tell you the details after this. Plus, how one St. Louis man is already gearing up for Christmas and a good cause. You're taking a live look over downtown Columbia and a beautiful sunset on your Sunday. This is KOMU 8 News, first at 5 coverage you can count on.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
In June of this year, a Missouri woman was fatally shot by a deputy who was not wearing a body camera.
With the shooting death of Hannah Pfizer, do you regret not putting body cameras at the very top priority list above higher pay and hazard pay?
No, I do not.
We get answers from the new county sheriff and a first-hand look at what it means for the community.
It really isn't just about, you know, the camera issue. It's more about the damaged relationship with the community.
Tonight, after the game.
Monday and Tuesday, it's the final night.
When have you ever in your life
live
heard a voice like that? Yeah! Recognize it and reward it!
The Voice live Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
Doctors and nurses practice different medicine.
We're gonna take care of you, okay?
I stitched them up. My work is done.
Yeah, but mine isn't.
Hands in.
He's alive because of us.
Nurses premieres Monday on NBC.
What do all the good kids want for Christmas this year?
Drinking water systems. Bottled water. Free water testing. Drop delivery. Water softeners. Delicious water. Give Colonel Papa a call.
Let Colonel Echo's family provide your family with soft, pure, affordable Echo water, serving all of mid-Missouri.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by Harper Evans Wade and Nettemeyer. If you've been seriously injured in an accident, visit lawmissouri.com.
Welcome back. Today, the UM System Board of Curators voted on the first steps in creating a new indoor football facility. This was discussed during a special meeting this afternoon. KOMU 8's Avery Everett attended the meeting virtually. And Avery, what is the board considering in creating this new practice facility?
Emily, Faroe Field isn't the only home of the MU football team. Now, right across the street is the Divine Pavilion, where they're there on a day-to-day basis. That gray building behind me is the only indoor practice field for Mizzou athletic turf and grass programs. And the UM Board of Curators voted to go ahead with a feasibility study for a new practice space for the football team, which would include a new full-size football field. Now, right now, the football team is working with a 70-yard field inside Divine. It is important to clarify that this is for a new practice facility, not any renovation to the football stadium itself. Now, we will continue to provide you updates with that full Board of Curators meeting at KOMU 8 News at 10. Reporting in Columbia, Avery Everett, KOMU 8 News.
Coming up, everyone has different levels of how much they get into their holiday decorating, right? We'll show you how one man in St. Louis is getting festive.
Right now, the only rainfall in the United States is down here to the southwest, or the southeast, excuse me, and also over into the northeast, getting a bit of snow. We're tracking our next chance for rain in the 8-day forecast coming up.
This First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by Boone Electric Cooperative, your co-op, our community.
Electricity. What else touches every part of our day? At Boone Electric Cooperative, we're always working to keep the electricity on. When severe weather strikes, our team works around the clock to fix outages and restore power as quickly and safely as possible. You can download our Smart Hub app or access Smart Hub online to report an outage. Boone Electric Cooperative. Your co-op, our community.
Thanks for waiting, kids. Go ahead, sis, I got it.
Hey, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it.
That's how strong my love is. That's how strong my love is. So much love, so much love. Oh, so much love. Yeah.
Help KOMU 8 and Harry S. Truman Memorial Veterans Hospital recognize Mid-Missouri service members and veterans. Submit a photo of them in uniform by visiting the Salute to Service page on KOMU.com and tell us the details of their service. They may be featured on our website and here on KOMU 8. Join us in recognizing our service members and veterans with Salute to Service on KOMU 8.
Salute to Service is in partnership with Harry S. Truman Memorial Veterans Hospital and these Salute to Service partners.
Don't look good.
Yeah, it looks like it's both. Just what I don't need.
This is what you do need.
Complete the application within minutes, and if approved, you may get the money you need as soon as the same business day. Get the cash you need fast. Apply online today. Go to cashnetusa.com.
This is Pretty Litter, the world's smartest cat litter. Its ultralight, super absorbent formula traps odors, and its crystals change colors to help you monitor your cat's health. Plus, Pretty Litter offers free delivery. Order today at prettylitter.com.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Parker Millard, a KOMU 8 Salute to Service partner.
Well, at Cape Canaveral this morning, NASA launched a Falcon 9 rocket carrying a special holiday supply ship along with it. What's called the Dragon is full of goodies for their astronauts on the International Space Station, including presents and a holiday meal. This feast includes a roasted turkey, cornbread dressing, cranberry sauce, shortbread cookies, and tubes of icing. The shipment also includes experimental materials. It's expected to dock with the ISS on Monday. Kenton.
All right, Emily, again, looking at satellite and radar, we do have a bit of sunshine trying to poke out through some clouds that we have right now. We're going to deal with, again, that partly cloudy sky all night long. And when we look at our temperatures here for the week ahead, our average high is 43. We're going to be up to 47 tomorrow, 50 then on Tuesday, around 60 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday both. Again, that's well above average considering the average is 43 degrees, and we're going to be at 60 for a couple days, then down to 53, only 10 degrees above average on Friday. And you can see our low temperatures are also pretty warm. Average low for the next 5 days, looking at a 30-year climatology, is 25 degrees. We'll be at 30 here on Tuesday morning, and then middle 30s, 10 degrees above average on Wednesday and Thursday morning, up to about 20 degrees above average potentially on Friday morning. That's thanks to increasing clouds Thursday night into Friday because we have those rain chances there. And that's our only chance for rain this week, by the way, is on Friday. We're going to be dry the rest of it, and we're just waiting for those clouds to start to increase by Thursday evening. I'm actually going to track that for you hour by hour, again, as we head towards the end of this week. This is Thursday into Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Clouds will start to move in. What we're going to be watching for is some moisture that's going to be down in the desert southwest, and also a little bit of moisture that's over there in the Rocky Mountains also. So when that slowly heads our direction, you can see we're going to have a frontal boundary that will be with it, I'll tell you that, and there's also a low pressure system. So all this is going to move through. Very typical that we'll get a system like this, of course. It's not out of the ordinary. But because it is so warm, I'm not expecting snow with it at this point. Again, we're well above average in those temperatures. So here's 8 a.m. on Friday as this rain starts to move in, not only for us, but for pretty much the entire United States, going north to south where this line is moving through. Again, where it is actually cold enough, which is for the northern United States and into Canada, they will get snow. and we're at 6 p.m. on Friday. We're still seeing that rain. So at this point, I do think Friday is a bit of a washout for us. Again, we're sunny until then, though. And then by Saturday morning, I'm going to wait and see a little bit closer to this system, and I'll keep you updated throughout the week. But what I'm going to be watching for is how quickly I think we're going to cool down behind that system, because if moisture holds on too long and we do cool down, we could get some flurries on the back end of it, of course, with a system like this. It all just depends on how strong that cold air is moving in and how latent that precipitation lasts. So I'll keep you updated on that. At this point, I'm not concerned with snowfall with this system, though. Then on Saturday, we'll remain mostly cloudy and we'll be a little cooler also. Otherwise, tonight's low temperature will be just around 30 degrees, still 5 degrees above average. But still, with that partly cloudy sky and some fog possible, that means it will be a bit of a freezing fog. Could stick to your windshield in the morning as you're heading out, so make sure you warm that up a bit if you are going to be driving through any fog. Otherwise, 47 degrees for the high temperature as we start off our week. West winds very calm. Only 2 to 7 miles per hour. Again, 50 on Tuesday, 60 on Wednesday, and on Thursday, too. Hanukkah begins on Thursday night. 53 on Friday with that rainy day that you saw that I'm expecting. Behind that, again, we are a little cooler. I'm still waiting to see how cool we get by Saturday morning when we might have some moisture left over. Right now, I have us around the freezing mark. And then we're going to be just with highs in the lower 40s. Very, actually, average, finally, for a weekend for us, a seasonal weekend. Otherwise, as we start the next week, I'm going to go ahead and look even further. We're going to look 8 to 14 days out in this forecast, the 14th through the 20th, which starts next Monday, a week from tomorrow. I'm still looking at above average temperatures, which for this time of year means highs in the upper 40s at least and 50s. We're going to see more of that, and typical chances for precipitation. Keep you updated.
Okay, thanks, Kenton. Everyone has their own holiday traditions, especially when it comes to decorating your house or your yard. A St. Louis man has one impressive light show on his property, but that's just the start of what he's done to celebrate Christmas in 2020. Steve Harris reports.
Christmas lights, music, toy trains, and Shriners. These are a few of Jeff's favorite things.
I'm a 66-year-old kid at heart.
Jeff Ulemeyer started with this decoration.
And I keep adding things every year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
From the top of his roof to the top of his wall, the yard of his South County home has it all, including a working miniature train.
You know, it's a childhood dream. I always wanted to own a train.
He bought this 1950s-era electric train from a retired carnival worker in Ohio.
Spent the last 15 years or so trying to get it restored.
With 2 working cars and 3 others he's working on, it's the centerpiece of his display. He offers free rides for children that stop by.
I wanted to make it so that when the little kids are riding the train, that they're kind of imagining they're riding through a little miniature winter wonderland.
There are still reminders of reality. Face masks are required, and the cars are sanitized after each ride. And then there's the donation jar. Not for Jeff, mind you. See, his uncle was a Shriner.
And I wanted to do something to give back to the Shriners and then do it in memory of my Uncle Oscar.
Last year, he collected $316 for Shriners Hospital. However, donations are not required, but smiles are. And when he sees children riding his train,
I get butterflies in my stomach, and I feel like I'm in their shoes.
And of course, being a big kid myself, I wanted to do a little active reporting and give it a try. Because it's like they say in that movie, it doesn't matter where a train's going. What matters is deciding to get on. Steve Harris, News 4.
Well, coming up, how COVID-19 vaccines are being prepped for distribution in the UK.
Ahead for us, the new COVID lockdowns just hours away, plus what one city has learned about how to give the COVID vaccine. Also, breaking news about Rudy Giuliani and the new Nutcracker Ballet. All that ahead on Nightly News.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
House of Chow in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Preparing everything from scratch the past 39 years. Call 445-8800. House of Chow, Crossroads Shopping Center.
There's always a way to make joy, America. So it's time to get to it.
And with the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're here to help. By offering $1,000 in trade assist cash on a new Ford F-150 or Ranger. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. Plus, get 90 days payment deferment, too. Because this season will be as bright as ever. We're making sure of it. Ford, built for the holidays.
The newest products, the latest building and design trends. See it all at the new Mid-City Design Center at Osage Beach. Our 6,000 square foot showroom features the industry's latest. It's the ultimate destination for anyone designing, building, or remodeling. Explore and be inspired by Quaker's new Quartz collection of luxury residential windows and doors. So come visit and bring your ideas to life.
Mid-City Lumber, start to finish, we're your project resource.
Non-stop news is something new we've designed to fit your busy morning. 15 minutes of commercial-free, uninterrupted information.
Non-stop news is the latest on what happened overnight and what's happening right now.
Right now, school officials are meeting to discuss online learning.
Non-stop news is live traffic updates and your first alert forecast. We're tracking showers and thunderstorms later today.
15 minutes of commercial-free, non-stop news every weekday morning from 6:45 to 7. Only on KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
When severe weather hits, stay informed on any device wherever you are with live streaming coverage from the First Alert Weather Team on the KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app, on Facebook, and on KOMU.com. Live streaming severe weather coverage you can count on.
In your international news this afternoon, South Korea now has its most active COVID cases of any time during the pandemic. The country's Disease Control and Prevention Agency says there are almost 7,900 patients currently. It also reported over 600 cases in the past 24 hours. The South Korean Minister of Health announced today the country will toughen its social distancing measures on Tuesday. As we await the arrival of COVID vaccines here in the U.S., we're getting a look at how the U.K. is storing its doses. 50 hospital hubs across that country have already received allocations of the vaccine. That's according to the Deputy Chief Executive of NHS providers. Vaccinations are set to begin on Tuesday in England, Wales, and Scotland. Health officials will carefully monitor people after they get the vaccine. And Britain's healthcare agency says they are, quote, fully prepared for any possible outcome. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast after this.
Coming up Monday on KOMU 8 News Today.
Joseph Elledge, the man facing murder charges in the disappearance of Meng Shiji, will be in court Monday. We'll bring you the latest on the investigation. Plus, I'm speaking one-on-one with Columbia's public school superintendent, Peter Stiepelman. We'll answer some of your questions live.
And a new weather pattern with a warm-up for the middle of the week. We'll have your forecasts.
15 minutes of commercial-free nonstop news, only on KOMU 8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
I'm not okay with millions of people's lives getting ruined.
He's still trying to stop me.
What are you going to do about it?
I'll take care of him. I hoped it wouldn't have come to this.
Don't tell me you're doing this for some woman. Stop trusting me.
This is what happens when you play both sides. You have nowhere to turn.
You plan for everything in life, except the only thing that's for certain. Is it time for a frank discussion with your loved ones about final arrangements? It pays to discuss the details and the price when your family's not under stress. At Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel, we're not big and corporate. You'll deal directly with our owners. Whether it's a traditional service or a simple cremation, count on Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel in Columbia, Carr Yeager Funeral Home in Fayette, and Marklin Yeager Funeral Home in New Franklin for personalized service with dignity, care, and respect.
Menards has the tools you need to complete your projects in stock and ready to go. Like this Works 20-volt cordless drill driver. It's lightweight and easy to control and includes a lithium-ion battery and charger. And check out this Works 20-volt cordless 3-in-1 multi-sander with Hyperlock to let you change the sanding pad to suit the job. Save big on Works power tools. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Your beautiful car just got hammered by hail. What should you do? Let Collision Center of Columbia help. Here is our commitment to you. Within 50 miles of Columbia, we will pick up your vehicle, repair the hail damage, and return it to you. And you won't wait weeks or months. We keep things simple. We can help deal with your insurance company or help you with a car. Your policy allows you to choose where to have your vehicle repaired. Don't settle for shoddy repairs or a 2-week wait. Choose Collision Center of Columbia. Keep it simple.
Pregnancy is a time of joy, and we make it easy to find clothes that help you look and feel your best through each trimester. Bump Boutique specializes in the best maternity and nursing fashions, featuring sizes and styles to make any mama happy. Stop guessing when you shop online. Take your time, touch and try on at Bump before you buy. Got a photo shoot coming up? We have dresses to rent or buy. Whether you're expecting or already nursing, our style will make you smile at Bump Boutique, across from Capital Region Hospital in Jefferson City.
Coming up tonight after the game, we have a Target 8 investigation for you where we're taking a closer look at a story we've been following for nearly half a year. In mid-June, a Pettis County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a 25-year-old woman during a traffic stop. She wasn't armed. They weren't wearing body cameras. We talk about that issue coming up tonight after the game. Kenton.
All right, Emily, another look at our forecast this evening. For that game, again, a big one, big game tonight. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s, mostly cloudy skies here, and then we're going to be around 30 degrees tomorrow morning. Could have some fog in some areas. Then middle 40s tomorrow afternoon, very seasonal, but it's going to be the only seasonal day this week because it's going to be a big warm-up. 60 on Wednesday and Thursday, then rain on Friday. We'll be tracking that system all week.
Right, and that game starts right here at kickoff is at 7:20 here on Channel 8 with the sports coverage starting at 7, NBC Sports.
Yeah, and it's going to be, again, a big game. You got the Chiefs and then the Broncos, and, of course, Drew Lock there for the Broncos.
Right,
so many connections.
I know. That's coming up tonight. Again, kickoff, 7:20. We'll see you after that game right here on Channel 8.
Have a good evening.
Download the KOMU